Jess stands up, winces at the pain, and starts down the trail. The minivan is the only vehicle in the parking lot, if the small, dusty space could be called that. The area had been cleared once. Now it's overgrown with creosote bushes and scraggly asters. Jess steps over a sign that reads, "Welcome to Red Rock Canyon National Conservation Area," which is rusting in the path. She gingerly makes her way to the car and fumbles through 3 attempts to get the lock pad to allow a manual override. Error. Swipe data exchange device again. The tiny screen flashes. Duh! Jess swears. She didn't bother wearing the DED today. She hates the way the data exchange device is heavy on her wrist, especially when she's hiking in the canyons. Finally, her jabs at the manual option succeed. Jess enters her citizen identification number, and the car beeps and unlocks. "Welcome, Jessica Tran," the cool computer voice says, enunciating every syllable, exactly the way she hates it. It's not a great AI. It can't learn anything new. Just do basic tasks. Barely. The car is a standard family vehicle, and they bought it just last year when they turned in their old model, but it's already starting to malfunction. They'll have to buy another one soon. Jess sighs and slumps in the seat, puts her seatbelt on, and waits for the display on the screen to go through the welcome and safety procedures. "Go home," Jess demands. The engine comes to life with a low electronic hum, but the display is still loading all the usual standard warnings for operating a vehicle. "Home," Jess says again, and then gives up. The car's voice command system hasn't worked since they bought the damn thing. Finally, it finishes booting up, and Jess flicks quickly through the options and smacks the home button. She leaves a dirty handprint on the display. "Calculating route," the computer says, and on the screen a circular symbol starts twirling, as if to give the illusion that it's working faster. Jess groans and kicks at the dashboard. The minivan shakes, but the computer keeps processing at the same pace. She wishes she could drive, like in the old times when everyone had self-steering installed in their personal cars. "Route to residence Tran Alpha 259 calculated. Warning. Your route will take you through a Class 3 unmaintained disaster area. For your safety, all windows will remain closed, and doors will be locked until the vehicle has entered a Class 1. "Shut up," Jess grumbles, kicking at the display again, this time hitting the accept button with her foot. The engine hums, and the minivan reverses and trundles down the dirt road. Jess puts on the radio for the hour-long drive. Even though it's a huge hassle taking the minivan anywhere outside Andover, Jess had wanted to be far away from the city so she wouldn't be seen in case she did start exhibiting her powers. The Nevada region is one of the few areas in the North American collective where there is still parkland available for recreation. Not too many people in the western half of what was the United States go out on their own anymore. Most of them are still afraid of radiation, even if there weren't any nuclear plant meltdowns there during the X-29 solar flare event. An occasional billboard stands tall against the horizon with fading advertisements for a people long gone. Most road signs from old America still exist. The current government doesn't waste money to take them down or to erect new signs for cities that have sprung up after World War III. Andover is one of them. Like many of its smaller desert neighbors, Andover is mostly made up of immigrants from the East Coast fleeing irradiated areas, and more recently, refugees from what is now the Southeast Asian Alliance. Jess drives past a sign that reads, "Andover, 12 miles," and in smaller font, "Proud home of Smasher and Shockwave." Jess smiles a little. Smasher and Shockwave are the 2 resident heroes of Andover. C-list as they may be, they're celebrated here. Jess knows them as Mom and Dad. Andover is also home to the villains Master Mischief and his partner Mistress Mischief. Jess has grown up on stories about her parents and their epic rivalry with the Mischiefs. This particular sign is one instance. Although the collective has come a long way since the war, resources are still scarce, and any new road signs are usually